time. It's the big regular season finale from the Bristol Motor Speedway. The number 11 of Urbane is currently the points leader. And if he maintains that points lead tonight, when the checkered flag flies here, he'll be crowned the regular season champion. We've definitely had our fair share of different winners this season, including first-time winners, which is Angela Rutch and another person. And it's almost time to go racing, but first let's just do a recap. So 2 weeks ago, remember, we did not race Talladega last weekend. 2 weeks ago at Darlington, Urbane gets it done again during the regular season. And then we go on our break and come here to Bristol. Look, he's on the pole looking to get it done again tonight. I mean, he's definitely probably clinched the regular season championship, but always going to be fighting for another win and a chance to really hold on to it tonight. And then, guys, the playoffs for the not Camping World no more, Craftsman Truck Series begin in 2 weeks at Texas Motor Speedway, which will be April 28th, right here on YouTube TV network. And that will be Friday, April 28th, here on YouTube TV network. And so tomorrow over on Twitch Sports Network 1 is the Xfinity Series regular season finale. And Urbane also the points leader in that race. Or that series, definitely looking to clinch up that regular season championship. And then a week after that, at Homestead Miami Speedway, the NASCAR Xfinity Series begin their playoffs with the round of 12. And on Sunday over on Twitch Sports Network 1, the Cup Series has their cutoff race for the round of 16. The big elimination race where 4 drivers' hopes for the championship will sadly come to an end in that 250-lap Bass Pro Shops NRA night race for the NASCAR Cup Series. Then the round of 12, the second round of the playoffs for the Cup Series, begins next week at Homestead Miami Speedway. Then it's off to Texas after that. Without further ado, let's go short track racing at Bristol. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Also, in 3 weeks, we go to another short track at Martinsville for the cutoff race for the round of 10 here for the round of 10 for the Craftsman Truck Series, because that's the first round of the playoffs. Here comes the 11, Urbane and Eckes to lead this field to green, or Ty Majeski, I mean. Green flags in the air, and we're racing at Bristol, so 27 laps here in stage 1, going down on the apron, coming back up the track here. And we're going to complete lap 1 of 100 here this time by, and that's led by the 11 of Urbane. Going to start things off on that helmet cam. Oh, don't want to go down pit road there. That's very difficult to avoid here at Bristol because there's double pit road, so if you're lucky and you end up speeding on pit road and it's not the one that your pit stall is on, you just have to do a pass-through. But if it's the one your pit stall is on, then you have to do a stop and go. And how about this? The 11 showing his speed already here in the Tennessee Mountains 250 at Bristol, catching up to the tail end of the pack. Tate Fogelman going to be the unfortunate victim to go a lap down already, just a few laps in, along with Renume, Harmon, a bunch of others going a lap down. Oh, Gray's the next victim. Ankrum, Greenfield, Joe Nemechek, Angela Rutch, who got her first career victory, Tyler Reddick, and Jordan Anderson, all laps down. And since this is short track racing, it's not going to take long to complete laps here, so keep that in mind. Well, fans, get ready, because for a weekend next season, during the regular season for the NASCAR Cup Series, they're going to cover this speedway in dirt. And they're going to race on dirt. It will be called the Food City Dirt Race, the inaugural dirt race for this series next season. And then we will actually be bringing you coverage of that. I believe we'll have to check the schedule again. But meanwhile, a bunch of trucks going a lap down here. Has to go all the way down to the apron just to clear those two. Got plenty of fuel here to make it through stage 1 and stage 2, most likely. Depending on how many laps stage 2 is. 20 to go in stage 1. Chastain sends it down in front of the leader. And a bunch of... I mean, look at this. Jesse Little, though, in second place. Keep in mind, this sets the field for the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs. So these trucks gotta keep that in mind also. Actually, we're gonna pause for a sec and get the playoff picture up, just so y'all can, or just so we can update y'all who's all in a lot easier. So currently, before we continue here, 6 drivers are locked in. Urban has 14. Ben Rhodes with 1, Stuart Friesen with 1, Rutsch with 1, Crafton with 1, and Zane Smith with 1. And then Ty Majeski, Anderson, Haley Deegan, and Matt DiBenedetto make up the other trucks that would be in. So keep that in mind. As Haley Deegan goes a lap down.
Still there.
So some of these trucks are locked in no matter what happens tonight. But this will set the field for the playoffs in 2 weeks. And some drivers are going to have their chance to win a championship come to an end tonight, and then others will have to wait 3 weeks to determine their fate, because in 3 weeks for 2 drivers their chance at a championship will come to an end. And Brett Moffitt currently running 3rd. He's going to go a lap down when the 11 catches him. On the high side, is he going to get him on the high side? No, he's going to cross him over on the low side. Jesse Little stuck in lap traffic. That's really going to affect him because the leader's coming up fast.
All clear. All right, you're clear.
Here he comes. And he passes him before the start-finish line. Everybody is a lap down. Coming up after this, it will be game 2 of the series that was supposed to take place for MLB. And I just got busy this week, caught up with other things, so we'll be getting you coverage of that after this race. 13 to go here in stage 1 so far. Everybody a lap down, and a lap or more down here at Bristol. And the 11 wins the pole, comes right out. Dominates this race.
All clear.
11 to go at the line. Harmon's got to get out of the way.
Hold your line, 3 wide. Car there on the inside. All right, you're clear.
You see the battle scars already on the 11.
Driver, wake up. Wrong pit lane. All clear. All right, let's go.
10 laps to go here in stage 1. In the regular season finale, it's only 100 laps to determine the fate
Clear high, bud.
of so many drivers. Only 10 of them will get a playoff spot, and there's only 4 spots left.
Clear low.
Only 4 spots left to lock up a playoff spot.
Still there.
And again, they get another week off
Clear all around.
to prepare for those playoffs at Texas. 8 to go here in stage 1.
All clear.
Getting stuff ready to fix up any trucks with damage.
Back it down.
There's Tyler Hill.
Up top. All clear. All clear. Car high. Careful. All clear. Hold your line. Got one outside. All clear.
The driver of the 11 has been nicknamed the King of the Coliseum because he is pretty dominant when it comes to this track on the concrete. But we'll have to see how he does on the dirt for the Cup Series here next year. And since the Truck and Xfinity Series has not been added to 21 Ignition, the Truck Series will not race on Bristol dirt. Instead, they will go to Eldora, and the Xfinity Series will go to Mid-Ohio that weekend.
All clear. Going too fast. Got a car high now.
Haley Deegan got a little move there. 4 laps go here in stage 1. And second place is now 2 laps down.
Still there. All right, you're clear. Clear high, bud. All clear. All right, you're clear. Hold your line. Got one outside. Clear all around.
3 to go here in stage 1. Boyd gets moved up the track and then moving some more.
All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear.
NASCAR getting that
Car outside.
green and white checkered flag ready, as there's 2 more laps to go in stage 1. We were supposed to start this race at 7:30, but due to the rain we had to postpone it to now. Track is dry.
Clear high, bud. 1 to go. All clear. All right, you're clear.
And this is the final lap, and actually coming off turn 4 to win stage 1 is the 11.
All right, you're clear.
So all 27 laps led. In stage 1, 27 of 100 laps led so far by that 11. And most likely going to only be 24 laps in stage 2, depending on what the game decides. How about that top 5? Jesse Little, though, if he can hang on to that, he might go playoff racing in 2 weeks. Alright, so here we go. The top 4 is only 1 lap down. Everybody else is 2 or more laps down. Here we go, off turn 4, stage 2, underway from Bristol. And the 11 wastes no time, pulling out to the lead, so only 24 laps here in stage 2. He led all 27 in stage 1, and let's just pause for a minute. Alright. So since we haven't had a break yet, we will grab one here soon. We don't know when yet, but we don't want to be like Fox, LOL. So King of the Coliseum out front, completing 2 laps here in stage 2.
Alright, you're clear. Inside. Alright, you're clear. Clear down low.
And 21 to go here in stage 2.
Top 3, use it if you need it. Alright, clear outside. Slow down. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Definitely going to be some battle scars from this track, as the trucks will head back to their garages. And then the trucks that are playoff bound will get wrapped with, we'll get the round of 10 stickers put on. And you can't change the color of the spoiler, but we're gonna pretend that the thing that normally would say Craftsman will be red. And we're gonna pretend that the spoiler is red as we start our journey towards the championship race at Phoenix. The 11 goes down on the apron, almost getting into the wall there as Kyle Busch is driving the 51 tonight. He'll be in the 18, or not 18, the number 8 on Sunday for the elimination race. I believe Kyle is a non-playoff contender in the Cup Series. Let's actually take a look at that real quick.
No, just we didn't have a good enough short run truck. Being a little bit loose that we were and free that we were.
Okay, and as soon as, and since we now know, we will update you that after. We'll update you on that soon. We want to keep an eye on this lap traffic. Ooh, some dangerous moves here. 11 had no choice but to do. He's going to have to go high here to avoid Clay Greenfield. 15 to go, stage 2.
All clear. All right, you're clear. Hold your line.
And he's catching up to second place again to put him 2 laps down, but 10 laps in to stage 2. And we are about 37 laps into the race as we're going to step side by side, and we'll let you know about Kyle Busch in the Cup Series when we get back.
All right, clear outside. Clear high, bud. All clear. All clear. Clear high, bud. Outside. All clear. All right, you're clear. All clear. Load's clear. Still there. You're all clear up top. All clear. And to go. Clear high, clear high. Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear. All right, you're clear. Still there. Gotta go on high now. All right, you're clear. Got one up top. All clear. Clear high, clear high. All right, you're clear. All clear.
Seven laps to go here in stage 2. And Kyle Busch is a non-playoff contender in the Cup Series, so that has been confirmed. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr., your winner at Talladega last week in the Cup Series, he automatically advances to the round of 12, along with Bubba Wallace, who locked in on points, and Urbane, who won at Darlington, the first race of the Cup Series playoffs. And currently out front here, and it's been incident-free. The only caution in this race has been to end stage 1, and there's going to be a one again to end stage 2, but no wrecks really that have brought out the caution. No spins, no wrecks. Everything's been clean racing to this point, and I expect this stage to finish out under green flag conditions. 4 laps to go. Might have spoke too soon. Never mind. Anderson straightens it out. And we continue on.
Stay on the bottom here. Clear high, clear high.
Stuart Friesen gets a little tap there from the 11.
Still there. Car outside. Hold your line. All clear. All clear. 2 laps to go. Car high.
And coming around.
Clear high.
And there it is, final lap, stage 2.
All clear.
Off turn 4.
You're clear.
Final time as Eckes takes second, or Majesty takes second place. But the 11 wins stage 2, and that is 51 laps led for him. Out of the 100, so we got about 50 to go. And gonna have to fix up them trucks. And Jesse Little's still in contention for it. He has to remain in the top 4. And here we go. So final stage. This is to set the field for the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs.
Be ready here.
Here it is, green flag. 43 to go.
All right, you're clear.
So far, the only 2 cautions, and those are to end stage 1 and stage 2. No incidents to report in this race. And really, the leader has been the same. It's been the 11 of Urbane out front. He has led all 52 laps to this point. And I believe this would be the first time in his career in the Craftsman Truck Series that he led every lap in a race if he stays out in front. But hitting the wall is not going to really help you, as he has some damage there. But he does not have to pit. I imagine he finishes this race out strong, as we're coming to 40 to go at the line. How about that? Jesse Little taking back over second place.
Stay high. Got a car high now.
Jesse
All right,
attempting
you're
to
clear.
qualify for the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs,
All right, you're clear. All clear.
and has a really high chance to do so if he can remain up there in contention, because remember, there's only 4 spots left. So you pretty much have to be in the top 4, unless the top 4 consists of a current winner who's already locked in. Then we start to dig around and look for anybody else that might be there.
All right, you're clear. All clear. All right, you're clear.
We're still looking for that first incident caution
Still there. All right, you're clear.
of the race,
All clear.
but I mean, it's been pretty clean to this point.
Careful, still there.
All laps in stage 1 and stage 2 were completed under green flag. And
All right.
I really expect no different in this stage.
All right, you're clear.
So we're going to go from a short track to a 1.5 mile quad oval in 2 weeks to start the playoffs for this series. And it's just like the Cup and Xfinity series. You win and you're in. So if a playoff contender wins at Texas Motor Speedway, they automatically advance to the round of 8. And if they don't, they have Texas and then Martinsville to get it together, because Martinsville is that cutoff race. So only 2 races in the round of 10 to get it together. Otherwise, they're eliminated. However, they do get 3 races in the round of 8, and then 4 drivers instead of 2 will be eliminated. And then it's off to the championship 4. The 4 trucks that will compete for a championship. And that's the same thing with the Xfinity and Cup Series, except every week of those playoffs, they will eliminate 4 drivers instead of just 2. The Craftsman Truck Series is the only series to have a round of the playoffs where they eliminate just 2 drivers.
Clear high, bud.
31 to go. Also, SRX will be starting up during the off season of us, so be sure to tune into that. Also, make sure you tune into the MLB and NFL Summer League games. Actually, preseason week 2 for the NFL Summer League kicks off tomorrow. The Texans currently 2-0, Cowboys 0-2. After the Texans won their preseason Week 1 game and the Hall of Fame game, and the Cowboys lost to the Lions and lost the Hall of Fame game. 29 to go. If we were at Texas, we wouldn't even be anywhere near close to the end yet. However, we are close to the end here because this is just a short track.
Bottom 3. Use it if you need it. Clear high, clear high. Clear high, clear high.
Jesse Little might want to start thinking about pulling away because
all clear.
Here comes the 11 again. The 11's going to catch him. We still got plenty of racing to do. All the trucks have enough fuel to make it, even if they wouldn't have fueled up. Here comes the 11 on the high side, passing him from a lap down, then a crossover, another crossover to avoid 2 lap trucks. And now he has 1 lap truck between him and second place. The 11 hit the gas right off the bat and didn't look back, just like he did at Darlington in the Cup Series in that first race of the playoffs. Hit the gas, didn't look back the entire race, went on to win it.
All right, you're clear. Clear down low. All right, you're clear. All clear. You're all clear up top.
In 3 weeks when we go to Martinsville, it will be 200 laps around that oval for the Craftsman Truck Series to decide who moves on to the round of 8 and who's eliminated. And this is the first race in a while that the 11's had his primary sponsor on, because he had a lot of other sponsors come aboard, and he wants to have his primary on. I would expect him to run his primary again next week for the, or 2 weeks from now for the first race of the playoffs, and same for the Xfinity Series. And Team Urbane has announced that instead of switching to Ford, they will go back to Toyota here in the Craftsman Truck Series for next season, and they will be going back to Toyota in the Xfinity Series, and they will race Toyota in all 3 series. Because next year, Team Urbane's Cup charters are moving to Toyota. They're going to take over what's now the Joe Gibbs Racing cars. Urbane will be in the 20. However, here in the Craftsman Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, Urbane will be keeping the same number. They'll just only be changing numbers and manufacturers in the Cup Series, and only changing manufacturers here in the Xfinity and Truck Series. And keeping the same sponsors. His first 2 seasons in truck were in a Toyota. His first season in the Xfinity Series was in a Toyota, then he switched to Chevy. This is his second season in Chevy for the Xfinity Series, his first in Chevy for the Truck Series. Drove a little bit in Chevy for the Cup Series before deciding to return to the Ford this season. And that's where he's been pretty much for, you might as well just say, all 3 seasons of his career. Trying to become the first 3-time champion by winning 3 championships in a row. And based off the season he's had, that's looking like that's going to happen. 17 to go. So we only had 1 break. That's how short it takes to get around this track. We're not going to have any more breaks the rest of the race. Instead, we're going to do a crank it up.
outside. All clear. All right, you're clear. Got one inside. All right, clear low. All right, clear outside. High lane is clear. You're all clear on the bottom. Road's clear. All clear. Clear high, clear high. Got a car high now. All clear. Hold your line. Got one inside. 10 laps. You gotta focus.
10 laps to go from Bristol. And
Clear high, clear high.
still incident free. It's been clean racing like we mentioned. Only 2 cautions. Unfortunately, multiple drivers not going to be happy. Tonight,
Hold your line. Stay high. Bottom's clear.
as their hopes at making the playoffs will come to an end, while for 10 drivers,
All clear.
Nope.
Clear high.
they'll start their journey of trying to win that big trophy in Phoenix the first weekend of June. Is what we're looking at still
Clear
for
high,
that
clear high.
championship race.
All right, you're clear.
7 to go.
All right, you're clear. Clear all around. All clear. All right, you're clear.
Well, these fans in the stands got a good one. That's one thing's for sure.
All right, you're clear.
They can't argue with that.
Car down the outside. Clear high, bud.
Well, this week they're gonna, this track, after all 3 series are done racing at it, because this is the final time all 3 series visits it for this season, they're gonna throw dirt down on this track for dirt track racing for late models. There'll be multiple races on the dirt here, so they're just gonna leave the dirt down and
All clear.
pretty much
All clear. All right.
they're going to probably try
All clear up top.
to conserve it so that they can use the same dirt for the dirt race for the Cup Series next season, as there's 3 laps to go.
Hold your line. Got one
Oh,
outside.
Jesse Little got a little moved there,
All right, you're clear.
but
All right, you're clear.
2 to go at the line. Just 2 more laps for some of these drivers. White flag next time by.
All right, you're clear. All clear. All right, you're clear.
Here we go. Off turn 4, white flag, 1 lap to go from Bristol in the regular season finale for the Craftsman Truck Series. He led all 100 laps tonight in a caution-free race besides the 2 stages. Coming off turn 4, the 11. He's going to win it here at Bristol, hitting the throttle, not looking back. He won 2 weeks ago at Darlington, and now a winner again. This guy is just great at Bristol on the concrete. And for the Cup Series, I really can't wait to see what he does in that dirt race next season. I mean, he races dirt, he hits the track in the SRX Series and in late model series. The Truck Series will return to Eldora next season, the same weekend the Cup Series races at Bristol. Still doing a massive burnout. And there it is. And he's going to come to rest down there while we decide your playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, for the Craftsman Truck Series. So just a reminder, over on Twitch Sports Network 1, tomorrow night is the Xfinity Series regular season finale to set the field for the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. But for now, we got to set the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs, and it has been confirmed that Urbane is your regular season champion for the Craftsman Truck Series here. Let's do a quick replay. So here we go. Here's the green flag. Taps Ty Majeski on the initial start there. Lap 11. Austin Wainself and Chastain going to trade some paint here. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, Wainself just gets into the back of him. Lap 20, Johnny Sauter and Urbane gonna get into it here. Or not Johnny Sauter, Haley Deegan. Oh, right here. He crosses over, gets into Haley Deegan a little bit, almost spinning her out. But we stay green. Here's lap 28, gonna win stage 1. The 11 is, leading every lap. John Hunter Nemechek, Stuart Friesen gonna trade some paint here. Lap 55, stage 2. Goes to Urbane. At 51, Mike Harmon and John Hunter Nemechek, or not John Hunter Nemechek, Chase Purdy gonna trade some paint. Lap 100, off turn 4, here he goes, checkered flag. Urbane wins it. How about that? Alright, we just had to save the screenshot there. Let's go over who's in and who is out. Oh, Ty Majeski actually fell a position. Okay, guys, so the 10 drivers going on to the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs. Let's do the wins first. So this will be the 15th win for Urbane. He's your regular season champion. He'll take 15 points into the playoffs with him. Then it is Ben Rhodes with 1 single win, Stuart Friesen with a win, Angela Rutch with a win, Matt Crafton with a win, and Zane Smith with a win. And then the last 4 drivers making it in is Jesse Little, Ty Majeski, Raja Caruth, and Haley Deegan. hangs on to it just barely by finishing in the 8th position. And yeah, the 45 is not a full-time truck, so that's why that does not count. Ty Majeski actually drives the 98. That's why he lost a position. And then, so that makes Haley Deegan the next eligible person for the playoffs. So those 10 trucks will move on to the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs in 2 weeks. They get our rest, but don't go anywhere just yet, because before we do, we want to go over the playoffs for the Craftsman Truck Series. And then stay tuned if you want to watch some MLB. Okay, so here's the playoffs for the Craftsman Truck Series. It all begins in 2 weeks at Texas for the round of 10. Then it's off to Martinsville for the elimination race for the round of 10. Then after that, it's off to the round of 8. First race of the round of 8 is Chicagoland. Then we go to the Charlotte Roval. Then the elimination race at Iowa. And then after that, 4 drivers will be eliminated. And then it is race 29, the last race of the season, and that will be the race at Phoenix for the championship 4 to determine your 2022-2023 Craftsman Truck Series champion. We'll see you back here for more Craftsman Truck Series in 2 weeks. Stay tuned for MLB coming up next. For now, so long from Bristol, everybody. Urbane gets it done. Little gets into the playoffs, along with a bunch of others.